Kulapu, Haya Siaya. Catherine Greiter Seastock. Welcome, family and friends. My name is Catherine Greiter, and on behalf of the Red Cedar class, we'd like to thank you for coming to our play. Rainbow Crow is a Native American fable that exemplifies the morals of thinking of others and taking action when there's a problem. The children made visors as their costumes and designed a section of a totem pole with their families to represent their characters, along with painting our set. We also learned about the different parts of a play, the actors, the audience, the set, the rehearsal, the performance, and most importantly, how working together, we can create something very magical. So we hope you enjoy our play. Long, long ago, before men and women walked the earth, the weather was always warm and the animals were always happy. But soon, something happened to cause the earth to grow cold. Tiny crystals drifted down from the sky, covering the earth with a sparkling softness. The animals, seeing this for the first time, were not afraid, but curious. But soon, the snow deepened. And Mouse disappeared. The tip of her tail was all that the animals could see, and they turned this way, and they were worried. Then Rabbit disappeared. The tip of his ears were all the animals could see, and they turned this way, and they were really worried. At last, they gathered together to talk about the weather. They decided a messenger needed to travel at once to the Great Sky Spirit to ask him to stop the snow. But who would be willing to leave the earth where the Great Sky Spirit lived? Possum stood up and said, Owl is the wisest. Perhaps she should go. But the animal said,
No!
She might get lost in the light of day, so Owl should not go. Then Bear stood up and said, perhaps Raccoon should go. But the animal said,
No!
She might follow her tail instead of her nose. The raccoon should not go. Then Coyote stood up and said, perhaps Duck should go.
Perhaps Duck should go.
And the animals yelled,
No!
Duck is clever and loves to play tricks. She might chase the clouds or swallow the wind, so Duck snow grew deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper until they almost disappeared. Then suddenly, down from the top of the tallest tree flew Rainbow Crow, the most beautiful bird on earth, who called out to all the animals below in the sweetest voice, saying, I will go, I will stop. And the animals, happy at last to have frozen as their messenger, said, Yay! And chanted a song of praise, saying, Yucca, 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 yucca.
Yucca, 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 yucca.
Rain, Rainbow Crow.
Rain, Rainbow Crow.
Stop the snow, Crow.
Stop the snow, Crow.
Fly to the sky high.
Fly in the sky high.
Rain, Rainbow Crow.
Rain, Rainbow Crow.
Yucca, 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 yucca.
Yucca, 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 yucca.
Then high, up into the sky, flew Rainbow Crow, far above the snow and the winds of the earth, way beyond the moon and the stars and clouds. For 3 days, Crow flew until she came to the great sky spirit, who was just too busy to notice her. So, Rainbow Crow began to sing. The great sky spirit stopped to listen. Never before had she heard such a sweet song. And she told Crow to choose a gift. Now Crow knew that far below on earth, the snow was getting so deep that soon all the animals would disappear. So she asked the Great Spirit to please stop the snow. And the Great Spirit replied, no. I cannot stop the snow.
I cannot stop the snow.
The great, okay? For snow has a spirit of its own. When snow spirit leaves the cloud to visit with his friend the wind spirit, the snow will stop, but the earth will still be cold. So Crow asked the Great Spirit to please stop the cold.
Please stop.
And the Great Spirit replied,
no, Crow, I cannot stop the cold.
all I can do
All I can do
is give you the gift of fire. Fire will keep you warm and will melt the snow. I give you this gift but once, so hurry and fly back to earth before the fire disappears. And off flew Crow. On the first day, as Crow flew down, showering sparks of fire darkened her tail feathers. On the second day, as Crow flew down, The fire burned brighter, and the stick grew shorter, and all of Crow's feathers were covered with soot. On the third day, as Crow flew down, the fire was so hot, and the stick was so short that the smoke and the ash flew into Crow's mouth, making her voice sound crackly and hoarse. And when at last Crow returned to the clearing of the forest where all the animals had disappeared, and Crow melted the snow. And this tiny stick of fire became the grandfather of all fires. And for this, all the animals stood up and said, "Thank you, Crow."
Thank you, Crow.
And they chanted a song of praise, saying, "Yaka, yaka, yaka, yaka.
Yaka, 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 yaka.
Kind, young, brave Crow.
God, God, great Crow.
Save us from snow.
Save us from snow.
Flew to the sky high.
To the sky high.
Brought back fire.
Walk back fire.
Now just plain Crow.
Now just plain Crow.
No more rainbow.
No more rainbow.
Yaka, 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 yaka.
Yaka, 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 yaka.
And the animals went back to their homes in the forest. And at last, Crow had flown off to a distant tree where she began to cry. She was no longer beautiful. She could no longer sing a sweet song. Her rainbow feathers were gone forever. When Snow Spirit emptied the clouds and joined Wind Spirit, the snow did stop, but Crow kept on going. The great Sky Spirit heard Crow and came down from the sky. And when she saw Crow, she said, People will appear on earth. They will take the fire and be master of all for being so brave and unselfish.
I give you the gift of freedom.
People will never hunt you, for your meat tastes like fire and smoke. People will never capture you, for your beautiful voice is now crackly and hoarse. People will never want your feathers, because your rainbow colors are now black. But your black feathers will shine, and they will reflect all of these colors on earth. And if you look closely, you'll see. Then Crow looked and saw hundreds of tiny rainbows shining in her black feathers, and she was happy. The great Sky Spirit returned to her home in the distant sky. And Crow returned to her home with her friends in the forest, proud that she was now Black Crow with shining feathers, full of tiny rainbows. The end. Our jaguar was Roman. Our beaver was Ollie. Our bear was Saba. Our chipmunk was Cole. Our frog was Kellen. Our possum was Noel. Our wise owl was Iselin. Our gray sky spirit was Maisie. Mila was gracious enough to step in. She was originally the fox, but we have a few people out, so she stepped in to be the snow spirit. Anatolia was a snow spirit. Abby was our duck. Nava was our mouse. Stephen was our rabbit. Brooklyn was our coyote. Alexandra was our raccoon. And Stella was our rainbow crow. So now, 1, 2, 3, back. We're gonna take our kiddos out to the foyer. I can never say foyer.
I just want to say what a wonderful job all of our students did. I'm so proud. I taught performing arts for many, many years, and I can't imagine doing this with 4-year-olds. And so I have great admiration and respect for all of these folks up here. And so I just want to take a moment to recognize each of these lovely ladies and all the hard work that they did. So